North Korea's top nuclear negotiator, he's blaming the US for what he called the breakdown of working-level nuclear talks in Sweden over the weekend. His remarks are being interpreted as pressure tactics by Pyongyang. Kim Ji-yeon starts us off.
North Korea's chief nuclear negotiator Kim Myong-gil continues to use tough rhetoric to express his discontent over what he calls a breakdown of denuclearization talks held with the US and Sweden. Kim, on his way back home in Beijing after holding the talks, warned that a, quote, terrible incident could happen if the negotiations don't go well due to a lack of preparation by the U.S.
If the U.S. doesn't prepare properly, something terrible could happen. Who knows?
When asked whether additional talks are scheduled to be held in 2 weeks, as suggested by the U.S. State Department, Kim expressed doubts about whether Washington can bring alternative plans within that period. Before boarding a plane for Beijing and Moscow, Kim stressed that Pyongyang has no desire to engage in, quote, sickening negotiations with the U.S., followed by his statement right after the talks in Sweden that whether North Korea's suspension of the nuclear and intercontinental ballistic missiles tests will continue depends wholly on the U.S. North Korea has expressed its intent to dismiss engaging in denuclearization dialogues with the U.S. until Washington withdraws its hostile policies, and added that the deadline for talks is the end of this year. The remark can be interpreted as the regime's willingness to ask the U.S. to lift international sanctions while guaranteeing its security, as well as halting South Korea-U.S. joint military exercises and having Washington refrain from selling state-of-the-art weapons to Seoul. Kim Ji-yeon, Arirang News.